All right, I'm just going to jump right into this. Let me make sure this is recording. It is. So I've not gotten a long, in-depth video of what I do specifically for trading in the evenings after work. Literally, go to work, trade in the evenings. The Asian session futures contracts. Okay. Actually, I've got MNQ up right now. We don't even need to do MNQ. I normally trade NQ. I just had that up. Let's just delete some of this old stuff that I have on here. I'm on the 1 minute time frame right now, just so we are clear. This session is from Friday's New York session. Okay. This is what this value or this volume profile is for. Value area low, point of control, value area high from Friday's New York session. Understand that. That's critical. For tonight's session, that's going to start, which is Sunday. All right, this was the Asian session, London session, all that stuff leading up to New York session. Okay, so this was actually Thursday night into Friday morning, early morning, like 12:01, right? All the way up to 9:30. That's how that session breaks down. We can color it two different areas so you can kind of understand the difference of the day change. Okay, so realistically, all of this, all the way up till right there is a whole day worth of trading. Okay, but it's broken down into different sessions. This being New York, this being New York. The rest is actually the time frames that we trade after work, which ends up being 6 o'clock to about 1 sometimes. Okay, that's the session that I trade after work. Okay, now market moves Sunday through Thursday after work. That's how it is. I'm going to show you the trade or trades that I look for after work. So I don't have anything in the evening because Sunday's Asian session is about to start, and that'll be this area. Okay, it actually starts in about a minute. So we'll go to Thursday night. I believe I traded on Thursday, but let's just see what we can look at. This is Thursday's New York session. Okay, we got that kind of hammered down. This blue line is the start of the Asian session, which is what I trade. So I'm going to show you what I do specifically when I'm about to trade the Asian session after work. Go to my New York session and I highlight my value area high, value area low. Come on, get on there. 55. Let's see. Let me drop this down to 55.50. Okay. Point of control. I'm mapping these areas out and transferring them into the Asian session. So I know what is what. And you'll see here in a second. Okay. Transferred from New York session into the Asian session. Now, we don't know pretty much anything past this point. This is the session that we're looking for. Yes, this happened already, but I'm showing you what trades I would take. Okay. Now, value area high. Looky here. Right here. Okay. What is all this? Rejection, rejection, rejection. Okay. Yep. Kind of crazy, huh? Comes down into the area, right? But again, 6 to say 1 a.m. Okay, this is just the area roughly that we trade in. So we'll just focus on that area. And I'll get rid of these for a second. Actually, let's make this. Okay, value area high for New York session. Looky right here. What did that do? Tapped it and then shot back up, right? So let's add one more little detail that helps out this entire process of trading. Okay. The current session volume profile. So the Asian session, I will snap a volume profile that will go with the current market. Okay. What does this do? We have our value area high, point of control, value area low. Right in here, right? There they are. And this is all the way to this candle right here. That's where we're at. This yellow line, 21 EMA. Or I think it's EMA. I have one here. No, I'm sorry. It's the SMA. Yeah, that's right. I want it smoother. I do it smoother now. I used to do an EMA. Smoother is a much easier to read in my opinion. But this is the range, the 70% range of the volume profile. This bar right here takes a dive towards this volume area high of the previous session, the New York session. I can even put some text in here real quick. Okay. That's that line. Okay, you can understand that, right? This bar right here takes a dive for the value area high. This bar actually touches it right here, right? That big old wick right here. No follow through whatsoever. So that kind of trade tells me that we don't have enough emphasis to keep on pushing down yet. Which means we're coming back up. Now, you have these two areas that I would play off of. Okay. Those two areas. Let me just make it so it's coordinated. Okay. These two areas from the current session volume profile. Now, I would take a long off of this area right here. I would measure from this area down to this area, put this on my entry, and this will be my stop. Make that 4 so it's nice and noticeable. Okay, that's my stop. I can make this area my take profit. Or this area, my take profit. Now I'm going to explain two different things. Okay. Trade entry is here. In this area, right here, okay? I'm going to go to the value area low of the current session, or I'm going to go to the point of control, which is this area. These two areas are what I'm playing off of for take profits. This area right here is stop loss. Okay? That's just what it is. That's my stop. Take profit, take profit. Now, With this thing slingshotting back up in this area, right? I don't want my take profit this close. To be honest, there's no reason whatsoever that we shouldn't be shooting back up to the point of control. And we do. We don't know that at the time. But there's nothing saying that this thing wants to jump on down to my stop loss, which would be a measured move from the value area low of the current session. That's where my first take profit would be. So doing 1-to-1, not this bullshit 4-to-1, and I'm only risking a quarter point just to get 17,000 ticks. Like, no, this is realistic trading right here. Okay, like this is actually how it would be. So let's just say, okay, we'll go back to this real quick. I'll just say let's just say it's 17 points. And this one ends up being 89. 89, so be 28 points. Okay, 28 points per contract on NQ equals, I need to do calculator things because 28 times 20, so if I had 60 per contract. Okay. This one, let's say you want to take profit here. We're going to go to 17. Points equals 340. Let's say 340 per contract. Okay. In 3 minutes. This one takes, let's see, 17 to 49, so 32 minutes. So a half hour and 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. You can make this or that with only risking $340. So these are the plays that I take in the evening after work, just to make it very clear. Now, say, let's see, say you're like, okay, well that's cherry picked. Okay, got it. We touch right there in the New York session. Okay. We'll follow this up to this area. Breakout. Again, there is no candle that's coming down into this with a big body of any sort. Oh, let's see. Okay. Every bit of this, it's playing around with this area. It's not like it's a crazy driving bearish candle that's like, okay, yeah, we're really going down. Let's see if I can find, I know there's going to be one. When it breaks like this is a great example right here. See, that would give me emphasis of, yeah, we're going the heck down and we're going to go and touch this point of control from the New York session, right? That's what I would be looking for. This stuff here that's messing around with these lines, that's not a crazy emphasis on any of this stuff. This one would be definitely much more, but it gets bought back up in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. The entire candle gets bought back up. Come up, touch kind of hang out here and then freaking skyrockets, right? All the way up to this point. All the way up to here. So like it dancing around this area does not tell me we are going all the way down to the point of control. That's why I have that confluence of taking longs off of that position, or off of the value area high from the previous day. So hopefully this clears some stuff up. I know it's still going to be confusing, but like that's how I read the markets in the evenings. And we are actually live right now on New York session. Here we go, right here. What do we do? Jump off of this area, which is prior day New York session. Value area low. Okay. We didn't. Let's kind of see if this area and this candle get bought back up. If that candle gets bought back up, we're coming up to this area, which is the point of control from the previous session, which would actually be Friday session. Look, we're getting bought back up. We're gonna get in a position here because it's honestly I'd be looking to target at least this area, which would be 79.80s, a 20 point. Yeah, look how this candle nearly gets bought back up already. Now, if we were to put a Fibonacci on it, let's just do a fib so you can kind of see. So it went all the way up to, I don't know, 90% of it so far. And that candle's getting nearly bought up already in less than 5 minutes. So there's not a lot of confluence that we're going out of that area of the previous session's value area low, because that's all it is. Okay, I'm just gonna put something right here. And that's what we're kind of gonna see how this goes. Now, this thing could easily sell off, right? But it just seems like it seems like an area where it's going to dance around and then rip back up to this area here, right? I'm going to put a let's sell on full contracts. We'll say 82.50 maybe. We'll say 82. Now I'm going to get a current session volume profile, like I was saying. That's what I try to keep this thing current. Now look, here we go again, okay? This is the previous day. Look at this wick. It's just toying with this area. It's not wanting to like completely sell off. It's just fooling around with that area. Now we're back above the candles, the entire range of this candle right here. We're back above that area. Right here, right? I could easily pull some of this going on, right? Which is my time and sales. and kind of go from there. But also too, let's check out the volume profile from this area. So like this is where there's kind of a bit of a node right here, which is the 82. So I'm actually going to back off a little bit. You see this node right here? That spike in volume? It's right here. Okay. So I want to be just, I want to front run that area is what I want to do. I don't want to be on top of it. I want to front run it just a little bit, because it could have a pile of sell orders right here. And then next thing you know, like it just reverses and freaking sinks hard. So we'll just have to play it by ear. I still like this trade though. Let me put this on. See what our 5 minutes looking like. Yeah, I don't mind this trade whatsoever still. Would like to see it above the 76s though. Like soon. It's going to have to snap up soon. So I really don't like this. It's kind of almost like a bear flag where we're... The next thing you know, this thing could just... kind of thing, you know? Like I'm not really into that. So this thing's going to have to really start talking to me here soon, or I'm getting out of it. We're going to have to get above this candle, or I'm smacking this trade. My time and sales back up. Let's see. Need a bunch of pink numbers to come up with that, and green. That's what I'm looking for right now. It tells me the pink is above what the ask is. See, it's not following through. Which is fine. But my doubts are coming in on this one. We'll see. Play it by ear still. See what happens. I like this candle a lot right here. Like a lot actually. And I like that we bought this back up, but I don't like that we're not breaking out of it, returning, and then shooting up. I would almost like to see like us rip up, come hold the top of this, and then go. That's what I would be after to see. This thing hovering around up top, I'm not really interested in hanging around too much longer on this. Yeah, that's what I was kind of afraid of. Let's see, where are we at with this? Got down to 33s. I'm going to scratch this trade here in a second, I think. Of course, the point of control. See, the value area high is at that 84. I kind of am still liking that because that's still within my trade plan. I don't have a good area for a stop. That was the problem. Yeah, this thing's just going to melt down on me. I don't know. We're still staying at that value area low, and it's holding in that area. See how it's not ripping down? It tells me that it's like kind of a net, essentially, that's like it's catching it and then like holding it as support, essentially. Like, oh, we got you, you're falling out of the sky, but we just caught you. And then it's going to be like rip to the moon, or at least I guess I had this point of control. And I'm also kind of not sure. See, our value area high is actually right where I have my take profit now too. So we're gradually going down, but I mean, I'm fine with that. It's still, what, 20 points on 4 contracts. Let's say right there. I guess I shouldn't have deleted that one by accident, but there we are. This might be a little bit thicker so I know that's what it is. There we go. And it's kind of a wedge that's happening, a pennant, whatever everyone wants to call it. We're back above the 21 now. Not too convinced though on the 21, just because I don't have a good follow through. This wick, not really. It's not that great, but I do think we're going to snap a little bit higher if we can hold these 70s. We got to stay in the 70s. So let's see. 70, this area, that's what I'm interested in. 70s to 80s. And then we've got, right, '60s to '70s. So I want to get above those 70s. If it does, though, you can bet your ass it's probably going to rip pretty good. Let me pull my time and sales back up. Let's see what is going on for this. Oof. That's ugly. Not into it at all, actually. This is what we're looking for. Okay, 59, 50s. Oof, see? That's a horrible, horrible spread. Now this is in my Take Profit Trader account. This is I don't think this one's my pro. I still have to activate the one pro. I've got, I don't know, 1,500 balance in the account or something like that. And to make another 1,500 over the next 3 or 4 days. I can't remember what it is. So we'll see where that goes. Getting up into these 60s again. This thing still has potential. Like quite a bit of potential, actually. But I don't really understand why it's not going. Let's see. How long have we been in this trade? I kind of do. Okay, 16 minutes, yeah. I'm not going to give it past 20 minutes. I don't really trade past 20-minute windows. Let's give this a go again, kind of see where we're at. So that is, might be a little hard to see, but the 64 is a point of control. Value area low is down in the 39s. Value area high, 76s. Don't love it. Not really in love with this trade anymore. Now I'm in love with this trade again. If it closes into the 80s, though. If it's just going to spike up and then come back down into the 70s and not, or the 60s rather, if it closes into the 70s, it'd be great. If it falls back down into the 60s, then all it's doing is toying with you. It's not good follow through, right? So, okay, that actually is decent. Okay, so I'm going to take that right there. And I'll tell you why. I can't make more than $1,500, but we did it like live. So there's one. Hold on, no. I'm going to go to the 1-to-1 like I originally said. I'll make this a different color so everyone can see this real quick. Just so you can understand like what I'm saying as far as a 1-to-1. What I'm risking versus what I am profiting from. Okay. I want to make this very freaking clear. Okay, so Let me move this over here. This area right here. Right here. 59.50. 59.25. Right here. That's where I got in. So from the entry to what I was losing was that much. Okay, so 41, 59, so 18 points. Okay. That's what this box here is notating. Just so we are on the same page. Okay. Now, my take profit was up in the shit. What was it? 81, somewhere in there. Let's just say 80s. Okay, that's why I had it up in the 80s. I didn't want to take it less, but I did not realize, personally, I did not realize it was going to be at $1,400 take profit. Okay, so is it perfect one-to-one? No, but in the moment, like, that's what it is. Like, that's where the thought process has to be. You don't want to be less, and like I said before, like, no, it's not 17-1. You're not risking $20 to make $4,000. Like, it's not that shit. I'm sorry, it does not work that way. There's trades that you can, absolutely, but it is not everyday single trade kind of style process bull crap. That's not how it works. So that's what I do. This video is long, I get it, but that's the breakdown. You literally saw me just make $1,400 in, again, 13 to 31. So I don't know the fucking math off the top of my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So less than 20 minutes. $1,400. So there's that. That's going to conclude this video.